What is the XYZ 3D dimension? Whether you need good help, a genius writer, a brainy tutor, or a data wizard, Intudo4U has them all. It's like having a research dream team, on demand. And if you are new here, then subscribe now for more amazing video just like that.
I'm sure you've seen this before. It's just 3 lines, X, Y, and Z, all at right angles to each other, meeting at one central point we call the origin. Think of it like this. X is for width, Y is for height, and Z is what gives us depth. With just those 3 numbers, you can pinpoint the exact location of anything in 3D space. It is the absolute bedrock of our digital world. Now, an idea this big didn't just appear overnight. It's been a really long journey. It all kind of starts way back around 300 BC with Euclid laying out the rules of geometry. But the massive leap forward was in 1637. That's when René Descartes had the brilliant idea to build a bridge between geometry and algebra using his coordinate system. And then it took almost another 300 years before Ivan Sutherland created Sketchpad in 1963, the very first program that actually let you draw and design interactively on a computer. It just goes to show you how these huge ideas build on each other over centuries. Okay, so it's some cool old math, but how does this abstract system actually build the world around us? Well, this coordinate system is the hidden engine behind so many technologies we use every single day, most of the time without even thinking about it. The impact is just staggering when you stop to look. Every building, every car, the phone in your pocket, they all started as points in an XYZ grid in a program like AutoCAD. Those mind-blowing special effects in movies and the video games you play? Yep, all built with coordinates. The GPS that gets you where you're going is literally pinpointing your X, Y, and Z on a global scale. And it goes even deeper into things like robotics and medicine, guiding a surgeon's robotic arm or designing a perfectly fitting prosthetic limb. And if you want to put a price tag on it, get this. The global market for just 3D scanning, that's just one technology that relies on this, is expected to hit $6.1 billion by 2025. That's a multi-billion-dollar industry, all resting on the simple idea of 3 lines crossing a point. But, okay, here's where things get a little more sophisticated. Knowing the alphabet of X, Y, and Z is one thing, but for really high-stakes stuff, like manufacturing or aerospace, you need a much deeper understanding of the grammar to make sure everything works perfectly. You see, a simple, boxy grid isn't always the most efficient way to describe something. Sometimes, the shape of the thing you're working on suggests a better, smarter way to talk about it. For instance, if you're dealing with a pipe or a rotating shaft, using cylindrical coordinates makes so much more sense. Instead of a bunch of complicated X, Y, Z points, you can just define it with a radius, an angle, and a height. Way simpler. Same goes for something like a sphere. Spherical coordinates, which use a distance and 2 angles, are just way more intuitive. Think of these as specialized dialects of our 3D language.
Before we start, let me quickly tell you this. If you ever feel stuck with your graphs, reports, or data analysis, you don't need to struggle alone. At Intudo4U.com, you'll get step-by-step guidance from expert writers, tutors, and data analysts. Whether it's learning about 3D dimensions, creating professional graphs, or completing research projects, Intudo4U is here to help you succeed. Let's make an example. In this video, I explain in simple words what XYZ dimensions mean in 3D graphs and how they help in data visualization. Backhand index pointing right example. Imagine plotting a ball's motion. The x-axis shows distance left-right. The y-axis shows height up-down. The z-axis adds depth forward-backward. Together, these 3 axes create a 3D space where every point is defined by x, y, z. How to make it attractive? Heavy checkmark use different colors for x, y, and z axes. Heavy checkmark add grid lines to make depth clearer. Heavy checkmark rotate the 3D view to show all sides. Heavy checkmark highlight important points with markers. This makes your graph not only informative, but also professional and engaging. Lightbulb. For more help with 3D graphs, research, or data analysis, visit Backhand Index Pointing Right Intudo4U.com. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials on plots, graphs, and data visualization.